If you suffer from weak pelvic floor with diastasis recti, umbilical hernia due to postpartum, and you don't know how to engage those muscles safely and effectively, utilizing some ab workout, you go start to the gym and you don't know how to connect that pelvic floor area, and you realize, hey, when I sneeze, when I cough, when I lift, something happens. I can't control my bladder. And how do you fix this problem? And you heard, hey, Kegel exercises will work. Is that true? And how do you do it? In this video 1 of my free 6-part video series about my revived pelvic floor health, I'll be discussing about the importance of how to really connect to your pelvic floor. That's like a basin that will help be lifted after a postpartum. Even if your postpartum has been many years ago and you still don't know how to connect, you realize, hey, it's been many years and I'm still not connected. And I'll be discussing some common questions about my revived pelvic floor core rehab. Hi, my name is Annie Arrington. I'm a physical therapist with more than 20 years experience, and I specialize with Pilates, yoga, physical therapy, helping women postpartum with weak pelvic floor, weak core, weak back, with back pain. That's usually common postpartum. And I'm here to guide you safely and effectively in how to start reviving your pelvic floor health. If you have C-sections, even though it's been many years and you have this core that's so tight, I'll show some lovely exercises and self-myofascial release as well. If you have diastasis recti and you do HIIT workout, and guess what? It's so dangerous just to start doing some exercises that could cause more opening and separation, and you can't connect that separation with weak core, abdominal muscles, and umbilical hernias, and so much more as a complication of postpartum. I focus on treating the powerhouse of the body and properly awakening the weak pelvic floor muscles, which are part of your core muscles, because by addressing the root of the problem, these conditions can generally be remediated and be fixed for good. This leads a life free from worry. If you're gonna lift your baby, when you have to sneeze and cough, you don't have to have that leakage. That's embarrassing, and you don't want to wear something all the time. You're so young to be having this trouble, or whatever age group you have with weak bladder. You want to improve your confidence by lifting, bending, all those activities, engaging higher impact without worrying about that area, without the tightness on your hips and your pelvic floor. It's all connected. Why this pelvic floor becomes a dome shape that becomes so tight and woven, and guess what? It causes this prolapse, and there's different grades of prolapse. Throughout my 20 years of experience as a physical therapist and 17 years as a Pilates instructor with yoga implementation to thousands of my patients that avoid surgeries, that avoided a lot of complications postpartum. And as I also experienced some of those, when I had 2 C-sections in my life, I gained 65 pounds on my first baby, wherein I was bed rest for a lot of months, and I was so deconditioned, and I ended up with a lot of complications such as umbilical hernia, diastasis recti, and I don't know how to connect in the beginning because it got disconnected, and I implemented everything I learned as a physical therapist to myself. Now let's discuss what is your pelvic floor muscles and what are the core. What's the difference between the two? So the core is a combination of the lumbopelvic hip complex, which is your lumbar spine, your abdominal muscles, your hips, and the pelvic floor is inside of us. That's like woven underneath that helps us connect. And as women, we have a hole, so that's a little bit more difficult to connect. Additional, the rectum is the area of the pelvic floor that is often neglected. It is important to recognize that the pelvic floor as a key component for a strong core. So if you forget this area and you're not connected in this lower part, from your diaphragm, that's part of your core, from your breath work, all the way down here, your lumbar spine, your hips, if that is a missing link, guess what? You won't be able to engage when you do your planks, and you might feel like, hey, I'm shaking so much and it's painful. You want to make sure when you do your exercises, it's not a painful process. So your core includes all of those muscles, your rectus abdominis, your transverse abdominis, which is the deeper part of your abdominal muscles. That's a natural corset that wraps around all the way to your back. A deep muscles that's also part of your back, along with your back muscles such as your rectus spinae, your multifidi, and your diaphragm, as I said. So for women, we have 3 holes from our pharynx to our diaphragm and the pelvic floor. For men, they're a little bit advantageous on their core muscles. They're stronger because they don't have a hole on their pelvic floor. And for women, as we give birth, as we contract and expand and have those lengthening and tightening, it's a lot of impact if you have normal delivery as well. Even especially if you have C-section, you have a cut, you cut you horizontal, and then they open the skin, and then diagonally all the way in the middle vertically. And guess what? The lumbopelvic hip complex, which make up the core as well, together with everything I just said, your body will be weak. You are disconnected. With a cut, guess what happened? There's less connection now. And then the scar will be so tight that causes this poor posture with the forward posture, sometimes anterior tilt posture. And this could lead to a strain on your pelvic floor muscles. So while Kegels exercises can help, it is not only means of engaging the core muscles. You can do thousands of Kegels, but if you are tight on those areas, guess what? You won't be able to connect to your core and the pelvic floor. So strengthening the pelvic floor is in a shortened position can cause discomfort and pelvic pain during sexual intercourse or other activities that require that opening. So it's important to gently focus on your core muscles and your pelvic floor and how to slowly stretch that area. You can see a lot of activities that you can be combining with your pelvic floor. And unfortunately, for women all over the world, after we give birth, they always take care of the babies, and we are often neglected without any proper follow-up from our doctor. There's no mental health analysis. There's no taking care of proper lactation in some areas. I did have some lactation training on my second baby, not on my first training. So there's a lot of miscommunication, and we are often get this burden of pain and overwhelm of taking care of a baby. How can we take care of our babies if we can't take care of ourselves? So it's possible to injure your back while trying to strengthen your core. You don't just want to go back to the gym and start hurting yourself. Any exercises performed incorrectly has the potential to cause discomfort. To keep your body safe, listen to your body carefully. Listen to the cues such as pain during and after exercise. So a weak core issues are related to a weak pelvic floor muscles. So that's why there's a lot of women who went to the gym or maybe trained with a Pilates instructor, but they didn't realize they're so weak on their pelvic floor. Guess what? It's not working. So there are many rehab techniques available out there, but they often do not have a lasting impact on core and back stability and strength. And that's why I decided to open my Revive Pelvic Floor Health. I have a lot of emails and direct messages from my subscribers who want me to make a course, and I'm finally developed this new therapy method, my Revive Pelvic Floor Core Rehab. I'm so excited. I made a lot of connections through my years of experience, and I make them easy to digest exercises to start strengthening your core muscles. Guess what? Your posture, because with baby and breastfeeding, your posture will be leaning forward, and I'll be showing a lot of flexibility techniques on how to open your hips safely and effectively if you have weak pelvic floor and if you have back pain. So if you experience pain, stress, and lack of control over your bladder while laughing, sneezing, or lifting, and you're tired of having this weak core, poor posture, and back pain, even though you don't have back pain, you know your back is weak, then I understand with my Revive Pelvic Floor Core Rehab, you will learn how to connect your bladder, your pelvic floor to be lifted, your core muscles, and your back, and slowly lengthen your tight hip joints. And you'll be surprised how tight you got after all the pregnancies you had went through, or even just one pregnancy. 9 months is a lot to carry, and your body, your hormonal changes, you'll be amazed on how much your body has changed, and it's time to revive it back, give it back to you, heal yourself. All the mamas out there, no matter how many years you have the babies already, even though they're already more than 10 years old, it's not too late to take care of your health. Imagine waking up every day knowing that you're going to move better, you're going to feel better, you're going to take care of your babies better, you're going to lift your babies without any problems. Then this is for you. I'm so excited because I have a lot of my 6-part video series. You can start already tomorrow. In the next few days, I'm going to open one of my amazing startup on how to connect to your pelvic floor. It's so simple. It's so effective. I utilize all my skills of 20 years as a physical therapist, and I've helped thousands of my women, mamas out there who needed help. This program can be a game changer for you. In the next video, I'll show you how to start your Revived Pelvic Core Rehab. I'm so excited to help you already. Baby steps, as I said, you have to slowly progress. It's not too late. Don't worry about the past. Don't worry on how you feel. You have to face it forward, because you move out of this struggle. Guess what? You'll be more effective at taking care of your babies, and no matter what age they are. Stay tuned on my next video, so don't miss it. And if you want to be reminded of my next video, there's an early bird waitlist description down below that you can click, write your name and email address so you can already join the program. It's a free access videos that you can already start rehabbing your pelvic floor health, revive them, make them stronger, flexible, and start activating, because I've been through it as well. As I said, my pelvic floor was so tight, I can't even open my legs, I can't even walk well, and guess what? I'm back to my health. I fixed my hernia, I fixed my diastasis recti. Just imagine months of being in bed because you had a complication on your pregnancy. And I'm so excited because I'll be launching my new course, my Revived Pelvic Floor Health Program. I'll be taking a limited number of new students and teaching them how to achieve all of the goals I just said. Spots are granted for first come, first serve basis. So make sure you click the link on the description below and be part of my early bird waitlist. Those on the waitlist will be able to get access first on the registration link as I open the program. I hope you found this video helpful. If you have any questions, suggestions, concerns, leave a comment down below or direct message me on my other social media, and I'll try my best to answer each one of you. And I have a lot of new videos as well for back pain. If you have back pain and you don't know how to connect, I have my back masterclass as well for those who has just back pain. Well, it's a combination also with core, but this Revived Pelvic Floor is really focusing on your pelvic floor more. So stay tuned for the next video where I will show you how to start the core and back immersion therapy as well. So click the link on the description below. There's a back masterclass program for early bird waitlist if that's something you're interested for. But in this video, I'll focus a lot on the next 6-part video series. I'll focus a lot of my Revived Pelvic Floor health. So stay tuned to achieve a stronger pelvic floor, a stronger bladder, back, core, and abdominal areas. So take care. I'll see you in my next video training. If you find this video helpful, you want to learn more about Pilates, yoga, physical therapy, health, and wellness, please subscribe to my channel, ring the bell so you won't miss anything. Like and share this video. Every like you give to my channel, you are supporting me. And if you have time today, this video too will show up soon over here once I release it. And if you want to learn more about core and back immersion therapy, watch this one. Until my next video training, always remember, be safe, be well, and healthy you. Bye!